Alright, so most of us know Braille skateboarding as a skateboarding team, of course. Well, they have a history of some of the weirdest boards in history. So, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 weirdest boards of You Make It, We Skate It Braille skateboarding. Let's begin this. Number 10, the Elmer's glue board. The Elmer's glue board was a pretty simple board that somebody made for You Make It, We Skate It. And, well, it's technically, in its name, it's a board made out of Elmer's glue. Yes, not melted, but hardened Elmer's glue. So, when I first watched the video of it, I didn't quite understand how it was made or who made it, but, you gotta give it to them. It's probably really hard seeing how the board bends to begin with. How the board bends just, like, makes you not even want to skate on the thing. Here's what the board looks like, by the way, like, up close. This is the thumbnail. I downloaded the image of it, and now you can, like, zoom in on it and stuff. So it's got the regular trucks, got the regular wheels, until you look at the board, and it's like, what went wrong here? Number 9, we have the circuit board, as the creator of the board called it, the circuit board. Now, the reason he called it the circuit board is because, well, all of the grip tape, instead of grip tape, it uses a bunch of different computer parts, like computer chips and stuff. I don't know. I'm just an 11-year-old kid. I don't know my frickin' computer parts. Do I really look like I know my computer parts? No, I don't. But sure as heck, they called it the circuit board just for a freaking good old dad joke. Ooh, joy. How fun. Number 8, the whiskey barrel board. So this one, kind of a mouthful to start saying it, just to point out. But it's actually half of a whiskey barrel made into a skateboard. Yeah. People are running out of ideas here. Literally, somebody will grab something off the ground and say, hey, this could be used as a skateboard. Well, it can't. And, if you can't skate a frickin' 2x4, well then, okay. Let's skate a whiskey barrel to make that easier. Well, actually, I watched the video over a couple times of where they skated the whiskey barrel, and they did pretty good, but they did not. They made it nowhere close, but they made it pretty good. To be honest, I would rather actually skate a whiskey barrel than an actual 2x4. Just saying. Number 7, the diamond grip tape board. Now, to say one thing, it's not one of the most weirdest, but it's definitely one of the most expensive. Judging on how much diamonds are put on that skateboard, who knows how many were actually put on there? I don't know, I haven't watched the video, I just saw it, and then I was like, well, cool. So I didn't watch the full video yet, but sure as heck I know one thing, it was insane. As I was saying, the diamond board, he's probably, again, one of the most expensive, and just, that's it. Probably just one of the most expensive grip tapes ever to exist in the history of ever. Before we get to number 6, I'm just going to point out one thing. There will be a board list in the description, so if you want to know the exact list of, like, how it's going to go, well, then it's in the description, the same order, same thing as I'm saying in the video. The list is in the description if you want to know everything that I'm saying. Hopefully it's all correct, just hopefully. Number 5, I think we were on? Or were we on number 6? I don't know, let me check one thing and then I'll know. Number 6, now this one's not actually a board, rather than the wheels. So this one was the aluminum wheels. Now this one's a bit less known because it was one of the first You Make It We Skate It videos. I'm pretty sure it was like episode 3, 4, 5. It was one of them. But yeah, they're aluminum wheels. And to be honest, after all the videos that I've seen of people creating things out of aluminum, I'm well aware how they made it. So, not much to say about this except super slippery. Moving on to number 5. Number 5, what would the top 10 weirdest skateboards of Braille history be without the Aaron Kyro skateboard? Now, I'm not talking about his skateboard of like an actual board, but this one is a literal board of Aaron Kyro. Like, legitimately carved piece of Aaron Kyro, which is, of course, on the Braille team. Now, this board, I watched the video over, and gotta say one thing, it probably was painful to watch for Aaron Kyro himself. Just saying. Number 4, again, just like the aluminum wheels, this one is, again, lesser known than most of the You Make It We Skate It boards. This one was, I forgot what I already pressed, but it was, give me a freaking second, the crazy board with stilts. Now, this one I actually had trouble figuring out how and how. That's all I'm saying, but there is one thing that I know for sure. A new primo grind could be created with this board. Now, they probably didn't do it. I didn't watch the video over yet, but it's still really weird to watch. Number 3, getting into the top 3 now. Number 3, the noodle skateboard. The noodle skateboard was probably the most colorful skateboard they've ever had in their time. Again, being hard to skate because just it's noodles. They're the flabbiest thing of all time. And probably the most lightweight board that you're ever going to find. I shouldn't even be calling it a board. A foam block is what I'm going to call it. More likely. Number 2. Now, this one was not a You Make It We Skate It board, but it deserved to have a part on the list. It is, of course, the door skateboard. Now, this was a skate everything wore, not a, rather than a, of course, like I said before, a You Make It We Skate It board. This one was really weird to watch. As soon as I watched it, I didn't understand a single thing, but it deserved a spot on the list because of its weirdness. And finally, number 1, we have the caution board. Yep. Out of all the weirdest boards we've seen, the caution board has to take it all. Because, well, it's a literal board made. The board is actually made out of a wet floor sign, so does that make sense to you? In fact, if I were to be stuck on an island and want to skate so bad, like have the biggest urge to skate, and all I had was a wet floor sign, some wheels, trucks, and bearings, I would skate, well, this monstrosity of a board. Well, cool. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you for watching.